Let's start.
Hello, I'm Meaghan here in outside of Rio Bonito, Brazil, and I've just met a Brazilian shaman who considers her shamanic practices of the future, and she works with quantum healing of the consciousness. And I have just received a healing from her a couple of days ago, and I'm still pain-free with no memory, no anything of an old injury from my neck. And it's really beautiful, and to the point that I asked to do another session with her and even want to bring her to the States to teach me and to also teach you. So I would like to ask her a few questions to help you guys understand more and for myself to understand more.
Okay. Hello everybody there. Maybe we'll be soon together. So it's a pleasure to be here and say a little bit about what is happening here. Yes.
If you want to start with maybe just giving us a brief introduction to quantum healing.
Okay. Most of us, no, everybody, all of us are just conditioned. Yes. We are experiencing matter, but unconsciously. We don't know really what, we didn't know, many of us still not knowing what's really happening. Yes. And the spirituality already got the clue. I get information from Toltecas, from Jesus. It's another one who came and talked about it, but in this language from the time, or yogis, masters, yeah, who really studied life as a science and start discovering what's really happening here. But most of us just got conditioned to believe this is what it is, and living according to that, even if this doesn't work much for us. Like many beliefs that they impose unto us, to us, doesn't work for me, and then my body breaks, I get depression, or I'm doing things that are not working for me, and it's like driving a car with the brakes on, or you have 7, 8 gears. No, you don't have so many. 6 gears, and you don't use 2. You know, like you're not looking at the machine and learning how to work with the machine. You are just doing what you saw people doing, but they didn't know how to do it either. So for me, with the science now talking and speaking the same language as spirituality, we are getting the clue what's really happening, what that means, a spirit living in a body, and how the body is made, how it functions. What is this? Yes, it's like science is proving what spirituality has been said for many years, and this is helping us to get the clue. You know, that really the heart is the one who brings the connection, and through the heart you are connected, and there are communications. Many things that has been said through spirituality, now science is saying yes, that's the way it is. And the quantum is the understanding that everything that we experience as matter is no more than information. Information being activated through consciousness, through attention, through expectations. In this case, from this body, I see the world the way I see it, because my machine, body-mind, has this information, and that's the way it was programmed to see. It's programmation. It's amazing. Programmation, you say?
That can work, yes.
Yes, and what we do is to learn what is really happening, to understand what miracles mean, what healing means, and to understand that everybody can heal. That is not special for one or the other, but it's for everybody. It just means you know how to drive the car, or it just means that you got a TV, but you got the manual, and you know how to really use the machine in a way that it really works and doesn't break it, or not in a limited way.
Right.
Yeah. So let's say if I would use Jesus' words today, it would use maybe the metaphors of computers. Computers are programming, and you download new programs, but you don't see the program in the air. You don't have a wire. Right. It's in the air, and you just press a button and say you want to have this information now, and magically, boom, this thing is in the computer.
Right.
So it's around high technique. That's why I am the shaman of the future.
Right.
Because what I'm bringing and accessing, and what life prepared me to bring, was the understanding of we are all the same. The machines are the same. The function of it is the same. What is missing is us to learn how to do it. I mean, there are the Toltecs. I recommend this book, for example, 5 Agreements from Don. 4 Agreements. There are 5. There's this hearing, which is a beautiful one too. But okay, the book is called The 4 Agreements from Don Miguel Ruiz, and the languages. I mean, it's from the Toltecs. They are before the Mayas. It's old, beautiful knowledge of programming and reprogramming, or getting totally out of the programmation and really access who you really are.
Right.
Yes, the one who experienced this life, the one who came into this body through a in-breath, right? And who is going to also get out of the body when this body dies, right? Through an out-breath. So what I bring is the understanding how the machine body mind works in a very simple way. You know, it's for everybody. It's not that you have to know quantum physics, and I'm not that type. Yeah, but it's very high information, which is easy to apply. That's also a very beautiful thing, because like I did the healings for you, there is a very small, very simple method that you can use to learn to heal yourself, your own things in the body, emotions, mind, so even spiritual, you know. And you can learn also to do it for others, and even in distance. So everybody is a healer, actually, you know. And it's like if you are also, like you are yourself a healer, it's a tool that is going to improve. You have one more huge tool that you can use to help yourself and others, right? And at the same time, which I find the most exciting, is it's a very strong personal training. Because life is a science to be studied. You know, life is to be lived. And because nobody gave you the manual, okay, and we were still trying to do the way they did it before, and obviously it didn't work, because we saw how the world is struggling with this self-destructive way of looking outside. It's the force is destructive. To look from in out, it's naturally destructive. So, and this science is to be studied. And it's to study, who am I? What's happening here? How come if I hear the whole time I'm the creator, I'm the son of God, and, how come I'm not experiencing that? But for that you have to look at the machine and understand who am I and who is the machine in this game here, and how does this machine function, and how do I find myself inside of all this programming and conditioning, you know? It's very exciting to start this self-knowledge and to understand that you are already what or who you are trying to become. I was telling you that, right? In quantum, which is like all the informations are in the space. All the informations are already there. And I am experiencing this because I was programmed to see only that. But if I detached from this information or from this programming, I start to see all possibilities as there for me, and I can, like you said to me, you are a fantastic manifester. You manifest what you want because you did some specific things, and you see if you do this and that, it works because it's a technique.
Right.
Yes, it's the same. Quantum is going from here to this other information. It manifests. It's there. It's already there. So this what I want to be or to become or to have is already in my consciousness. And it has to do with focus. It's a training. It's a beautiful personal training to learn to... I bring the manual. I say I bring the manual. And for me, it's just the beginning of a love story with yourself. Because when you discover who you really are, you want more from that. You know, it's like it's a love story with yourself, and then it's going to be like you perceive me to be, and you told me it's like alone. Your presence is so much energy free, and this is light. What you say, enlightenment, lighting, it's because it's not so much information being activated through my focus. So it's a lot of energy free. Energy free is exciting. It's light. It's healing. It's love. Love. And love heals. Love is energy. And all the way, it's a very exciting way. I've been teaching a lot of people in Brazil and outside of Brazil, in other countries like Germany, Portugal, or people find me on internet as well. And it's amazing to see how people learning this technique, this method, and just listening to talks or understanding more about themselves, how they get free, how they start living a better life, being happier, or really heal sickness that they were not, like the traditional medicine says. We cannot heal it, and then it does heal.
Right.
Yeah, you are an example right now, right? You are struggling a little bit, and not really a little bit, right?
I was very aware of my pain, and now I'm not, and it really, it's freeing, and it's giving me opportunity to feel other things. And invite in even and have room for more and more love and more space.
Yes, free energy. That's the time of new era, right? You say new era, free energy. It's less information, more nature, our nature. That's
being.
Yes, that's it. Any more questions?
Really, if you just want to share your website and how, when we think the world will be visiting.
My website is in Portuguese still.
Oh, okay.
I have to think about how to do it because it's new to come to America. I didn't.
Okay. This is all new. We're exciting to plan
planning
this trip.
it, but
more information to come. We'll have packets.
Yes.
More.
I will put some email on top, and if you like to ask something, or when am I coming to America, for sure we are planning to have a little tour in America, bring this information to you and sit together and study and experience this miracle of life and how beautiful it is to really really be the masters we are and the creators we are, and do it consciously. You know, the point is only that you just didn't learn how. We are creators, yes, we are creating even the bad things, the things that we think we don't like. We are creating it because we are doing it unconsciously. That's why I call quantum consciousness transformation, because it's a transformation in your consciousness, and then suddenly, whoa, you see it, and then suddenly you cannot do it anymore. You know, it's like gone, because now you are conscious of it, and it's like you were seeing a bad movie. I like that one. You're seeing a very bad movie, you know, and you're sitting in front of the TV and going like, I hate this movie, I don't like this movie is horrible, I don't want to see this movie anymore. But you don't get out, and you don't turn off the TV, and you don't even know that you have a control, a remote control, you know. And so I come and say, look, you have a control, a remote control, and that's the way you use it. So suddenly you will go like, oh, I can see other films, I can see other things. I don't have to sit here and see this horrible movie again and again and again. I can choose. And of course I do sessions, I offer sessions, distance sessions like you are going to be able to do as well if you learn with me. Or I offer sessions like I offer to you. But the most fascinating for me is to see you can do it yourself, you know? And then you tell me after studying with me that, wow, that's true. My life changed. I'm realizing that I also can do it, you know, and also helping other people. So this is very exciting. But I'll put some email there that you can contact me. I thank you so much for the invitation.
Yes.
And yes, I will come, and we will study together. Life is a science. It's a beautiful science to be studied. It's the science of life is amazing, and when you discover it, you will not want to look at anywhere else than to this universe that it's there to be discovered. And nice meeting you. Namaste, which means the light that experiences this body here. Recognize and bow to you, to the light that experiences this body there. Namaste.
Namaste.